Okay, so we are going to meet our amazing guest. I'm so excited to introduce her to you. She is a trailblazer, a true inspiration, and somebody who has really created a path for herself in quite, I would say, a male-dominated industry. This is Afia Adamjee. Welcome. It's so lovely to meet you, Afia.
Lovely to meet you too.
Thank you so much for coming. I know you drove all the way from Wimbledon?
Wembley.
Wembley. Thank you, Wembley, the other W. So first of all, I have to say, congratulations.
Thank you.
Huge congratulations. Your award that you won, the CIP, the Commercially Important Person Award from Bangladesh. I know it's a huge thing. It's a great privilege to get that award. There are a limited number of people who are nominated, and for you to win this is incredible. It means a lot for us as a community to be proud of you, but for yourself, I know your background obviously is in engineering. Please talk us through that journey. How did this award come about? How did you sort of get into all this?
The journey began in 2014 when we dreamt about having a chemical factory.
Right.
Okay. And this is how it sort of like developed. Then obviously, you know, there were challenges, obstacles. We eventually into 2022 finally went into production. We actually built a factory in Sri Mangal. It's called British Bangla Chemical, where we produce precipitated calcium carbonate, PCC.
Wow.
And for that project, there was, because it's a Bangladesh-UK combined investment, we had to invest from here. So my part of the investment was from UK directly into Bangladesh. And for this reason, Bangladesh government recognized me as a direct investor in the industrial sector for the CIP award. And it's actually really funny that I'm the first British Bangladeshi woman to be awarded with this title. And
incredible.
Also investing directly into the industrial sector as well.
Wow.
So,
that's
yes.
absolutely incredible. I mean, it makes us all really proud. And this award, just for our viewers who might not know so much about it, it's to do with contributing significantly to the export. Is that right?
No, there are different categories.
Okay, so there's lots of different categories. Yes, talk us through that.
Category A is for investing into the industrial sector in Bangladesh, and this is where I come into, and the investment into that category is significantly higher than the category B and C that comes
Amazing.
with. Yes. So it's... without mentioning the figure, it is quite significant. And, you know, if it hadn't been for a dream that I myself, my husband and our associate in Bangladesh who had dreamt, none of this would have been possible. So we dreamt and then we worked throughout, you know, through our dream to achieve our final goal.
Wow.
Yes.
So it sounds like you had a lot of support from your family, from others around you as well.
Yes.
How does that impact somebody who is, you know, who is really kind of breaking waves in an industry, engineering, where, you know, it's not your typical going to medicine, going to education and teaching. It's a very different kind of industry. What was it that first attracted you even, in fact, to, you know, going into engineering?
Okay. I was quite young when I came to England. So after which, I think I was 10 when I went back to Bangladesh with my parents on a holiday. Going there, I fell in love with the country. And then obviously I wanted to stay there and my parents agreed. So, you know, growing up in Bangladesh, obviously dreaming at that time was, no. As a girl, you don't dream. Okay.
Yes.
So I sort of went along with my parents. What my parents wanted me to be, their first choice was that I become a doctor. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking that I will become a doctor. So after finishing my HSC in Bangladesh, which is equivalent to A-level, I came back to England for further education. So as I was going through the application process, engineering struck my mind. This is when I realized that I was someone who was always into working on a broken cassette player. Cassette. You guys
Yes.
probably don't even remember.
No, I do. I've got to remember that.
So we're from that age.
Yes.
So in the house we had a working one and we had a broken one. So I would always basically make the broken one work, and then I'd play my music. I would be tinkering with any new gadgets that came into the house, and so when I was thinking back, that what excites me is actually engineering. So I went into applying for engineering, and it was all a history from there.
It's incredible. Yeah. So you clearly had a sort of natural, instinctive feel from such a young age.
Yes.
But just touching upon what you said, I mean, this is a really fascinating story. It's not your usual, because although you were born in Bangladesh,
yes,
you came here. And then you went back to Bangladesh at the age of 10. And I love the fact that it was your choice to stay there. You wanted to, you sort of pushed that.
Yes, that's right. I wanted to stay there. And I've been very lucky that my father, who has been a successful businessman since the late 40s, early 50s, basically, in this country. So he agreed to my choice, my decision. And I'm actually the youngest in the family. I have 4 other siblings. They're much older than me. So my dad decided that, that's it. It's time he takes a retirement from business in this country. Wow. And then moves. So that's what actually happened,
So he sacrificed.
He sacrificed for me. I had to learn how to speak, how to read, write a different language.
Amazing.
A language that I now absolutely love and adore. Bangla, Bengali. It's the thing for me now.
So you're sort of bridging Bangladesh and the UK, yes, and managing so many different things here, which is incredible, really. You've got a beautiful story to tell. I'm really interested in as well. I was reading about your sort of wealth of experience. You've got obviously the mainstream experience, ITN News, Gearhouse Broadcast, all of these things. How do you, as an individual, manage to juggle so much? And what have you learned from all of this?
As a female, working in a environment where it's being designed by and for men.
Absolutely.
There has been challenges, and I have faced challenges in every step of my life. Starting from when I wanted to come and study in England. Maybe go back one step before. When I went to study my HSC in MC College, which is another renowned college in Sylhet, that produced a foreign minister, a finance minister, mayors. It's a very accredited college. When I got myself an admission at the MC College, somebody from the family phoned my mother and said, "How dare you send my so-and-so
Wow.
to a college where there's boys?"
Wow.
So my mum said that, it's your brother's decision. So this is where, I entered the college. There were 6 of us females amongst about 300 students in my year. One by one, 5 went, and I was left on my own. So,
wow,
I was the only female student when I was doing my HSC. From there, I came to England. Prior to coming to England, I reached out to my dad that I want to go and study in England. Mm-hmm. His first question was, if you get a foreign degree, who would I find as a husband for you?
Wow.
And my response to him was that I want to have my own identity.
Absolutely.
And to be known and recognized as your daughter.
Right.
So there was no fight, no nothing. The simple answer that I gave literally convinced my father.
So, I mean, there's so much to talk about, but I'd like to know as well, like, for you, all these different experiences, the obstacles you've been through, some of these, these different challenges that you've been to, how would you inspire young people who may not have thought of this career or who may be put off by obstacles? Maybe they're in a male-dominated organization or some kind of career that they're not too sure about. What would you say to them?
I would say that, have a career that is basically, as I said, that, surrounded by something that you are excited about and you excel in. And also to be yourself, be proud of who you are and how you are. Never be, ashamed of your background or the looks or anything. I would say that,
I mean, you've proven, haven't you, that you can straddle Bangladesh and the UK, go back to Bangladesh, come back to the UK, and actually it's not something to be intimidated by or nervous about, that's a home in itself. And that's a beautiful experience that you brought to us today. And what would you say about young people going to Bangladesh?
I would say that, go to Bangladesh, there are challenges, but challenges exist everywhere. If you go to Manhattan, if you're in Canary Wharf, if you're in Dhaka, the business strategies, the crime, the challenges are all same, but it happens in a different style.
Absolutely.
So never be afraid to face any challenges in life. Don't be discouraged by any obstacles or setback. Be persistent with what you do, and if you want to go on holiday to Bangladesh, I would say, don't just go to Mama Tutu, Chacha Tutu, we go and see our families. Yes, of course, we'd love to go and see our families as well, but there are far more than
go
families.
And explore.
Bangladesh has some beautiful, beautiful, places that you can be in. The thing that struck me when I first went to Bangladesh as a 10-year-old was the green the country has.
It's stunning,
the paddy field, the green, everything is so beautiful.
Thank you. I absolutely agree with you. And I wish I could carry on talking. It's been brilliant having you on the show. Please come back again. I want to hear about your next achievement and the next award, because I'm confident that you will definitely get something else. You have been a trailblazer and a real inspiration as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.